Don't judge me. I just wish you knew. That's just like you. I miss you as I need you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Um, Welcome to the STS. For those that are new to the channel, the STS is our opportunity to shoot the shit on various topics going around not only just Atlanta Falcon news, but as well as world news, sports news, and entertainment. Is that I am your host, K Styles, aka the Six Man, is here. Um, we appreciate y'all coming in. We appreciate you coming in. Like you said, man, let's go ahead and get right into this roll call here. The roll call. We got Sherman Wood, ATL Leo, got Georgia Texas boy, Dre Murphy, Auntie Pam is in the building. We got my boy Jam, what's happening? NVM 1978. And Dreddy, what's good, man? All right. So, got about 3 topics as you see on the screen. Go ahead, read them off to you. As you see, one of the first topics we have the Kirk Cousins power play. Just giving my takes on the current news of them possibly keeping in him, or as what news would say, they are going to stick with him. We're also going to be talking about the possible lockout in the WNBA and what does that mean and why is that going on. And I kind of have a fun one, another fun topic, which we're going to talk about. One of my favorite reads or books to listen to, whether you got the actual physical copy or listen it on Spotify or Audible, which is the 48 Laws of Power. And we'll talk about why is that such a controversial book. So, what's going on, people, man? So, how y'all want to kick this thing off, man? I'm going to let y'all go ahead and choose how you want to kick it off. I kind of have a feeling what y'all going to do, but I want to do it anyway. So, go ahead, throw a little music on here so I can get so I can give y'all some voting music here. Let's see. There you go. How y'all want to start this off? Hey. Iron Mike, what's going on, man? Whoa. Ooh. D. Coleman, what's happening? Okay, Dre Murphy said let's talk about Kirk first. All right. Southside, what's happening? You know what? I already know what y'all gonna say. Let's go ahead and get right into this. So, as y'all already know, if you got an opportunity to catch the ATL Sports end game yesterday, this and as well as the regulators this morning, this was 2 conversations about this same topic. So for those that are not hip to the news, it looks like Captain Snitch is gonna be staying. Captain Kirk, which means all the guarantees that is coming up for him is going to be paid out, which is going to put the Atlanta Falcons back in another quarterback controversy. Now, why do I say that this is the Kirk Cousins power play? Because there is a multitude of different things that can pertain to this. Now, I want to ask everybody a question here. How do y'all really feel about Kirk Cousins being retained based on this contract? Vlad, what's going on, man? Michael? George Test Boy said, the question is, will all of ours be paid by Atlanta? As of the moment, yes. Until they find a partner of his choosing to which he would like to go to. But as far as right now, everything's going to be paid by Atlanta. Even and Vlad here got a point here. You've already paid Kirk the money right here, so $10 million for 2026 is really not going to really matter too much. So this kind of goes back to what OG Truth talked about is you might as well keep them. You already paid for them. So I'm not going to trip. Like I said, a lot of people are sitting here tripping about the decision of them doing it. I'm going to tell you right now, this was one of those free agency risks. This is the bad part about it when it doesn't work out. But he said Kirk Cousins is the highest paid quarterback ever. But hey, sometimes that's how it goes. But I'm looking at this from a different aspect of things. Because this has been a noted story going on for the last couple months. And it almost seems like they were never going to let Kirk Cousins go out like that. And it sounds like it's that power struggle that I talked about. Now, for those that don't know what that power struggle that I talked about is, that Raheem versus Terry Fontenot power struggle as to who is trying to implement what on their team. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Senator? You finally made it.
Yeah, I had to do some quick grocery shopping.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Shopping on Sunday.
Well, it is one of them lazy ass Sundays. I know, man. But look, but you came in at a good point in time because I was actually going to talk about. It kind of feels like to me that Terry was not going to let off on Kirk Cousins being the backup here, for the simple fact that now it kind of puts the ball in Raheem's corner as far as you got this expensive ass backup. Are you gonna stick with the young buck, or are you gonna fall into your ways of, okay, we're gonna give Kirk Cousins a chance to win his job again? And that may be kind of a controversial take on the situation. What do you think on that?
Well, unlike a lot of people, this guy who we call the senator can take his feelings out of things. And I actually did that in the video. Well, in a couple of lives. I think we did that on the end games, and then I did a short version of that. So I basically said the Atlanta Falcons they're going to do what's best for business, because right now you're in a critical time with the Atlanta Falcons. You still have a young quarterback, and although I think he's going to be a great quarterback, just with his skills and his physical gifts, it is looking up. But at the same time, you got a veteran quarterback. Depending on if this defense improves, and it's a top defense, you want to put yourself in the best position possible to make a run at the playoffs. So, like for me, if you take your feelings out of anything, out of everything, and including Kirk Cousins, it's like, look, it may not be the last shot for him. Why? Because like at the end of the day, there's no promise or no guarantee that Michael Penix is going to be a great quarterback in his first full year as a starter for the Atlanta Falcons. Now he's going to get every opportunity to do so, and I think he's going to get every opportunity to struggle. But if it comes down to one game and Michael Penix is, for whatever reason, he's hurt or he's struggling, and you got Kirk Cousins, look, he's gonna look awfully good sitting back there. We one game away or one quarter away from getting to a playoff. So the Falcons gonna do whatever it takes to do what's best for them.
So what I think. So like I said, that's going to be the question. Is it's going to come down to Raheem Morris. It's going to come down to him to say, like I said, and I'm just using this as a what if scenario. I'm not saying that this is going to be guaranteed to happen. So I don't want a bunch of people to kind of be sitting here panic typing and stuff like that. But we also have to throw this possibility in there that he may actually call for a quarterback competition to start in 2025. That's why I said this is going to be a decision that is going to be one of those decisions that Raheem Morris has to make. And say, Kirk, sit your head down. You're the backup. We starting the young guy. Or is he going to revert back to Kirk is my guy? And this right here is going to make or break his relationship with the fans if it goes to the latter.
Yeah. Oh boy, it definitely is. So, like I said, the Falcons is doing what's best for the organization right now. And to be honest, like, do you really want to go into the season with only one quarterback for the most part that you trust? Like, you don't know. I don't think there is any, quarterback out there in free agency that you can say, yeah, this dude can definitely lead us to a playoff. You know what I'm saying? I can confidently say that Kirk can do that. I personally believe that Michael Penix can do that. So, like, at this point in time, if I'm going to do what's best for the team and put the team over and possibly keeping Kurt as a backup is probably the best thing. So they like Vlad said, like they're probably fishing for a third quarterback. Like these are the things until they accomplish third quarterback, bless it. But until they get that third quarterback, like I think it's the right thing to do is to keep Kurt.
Vlad here said the Falcons are fishing for a third. Otherwise, he will be on the roster, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, like you said, essentially, this is my opinion on it. Essentially, what they're doing is they're looking for a trade partner that wants him, but they're also looking for a trade partner that wants him and wants to take on a good portion of the guarantees. And that's where the biggest problem is right
Mhm.
now as far as moving him. So for those that's thinking that if they are going to eventually trade a Kirk Cousins, they're not going to get a high draft pick for him
Mhm.
because they're going to be looking for whatever team, whatever trade partner to take on quite a bit of those guarantees. It's
Mhm.
essentially the same thing they did with Matt Ryan,
Yep.
ironically.
Just gotta do the right thing and not be emotional because this guy said this about us in the media and put us in a bad
Mm-hmm.
position. Like you got to be smart about it
Right.
and not be emotional.
Saying because there's no way that they trust Nathan Peterman. Damn right. I don't trust no damn Nathan
Good God
Peterman.
Almighty, I forgot about him.
No, no. No, I bring Desmond Ritter back before I bring in a damn Nathan
Mm.
Peterman. I'll tell you that now in a heartbeat. Um, let's see. But Mike, here's my question to you.
Yes, sir.
If we're going into 2025, because I know I'm saying my personal opinion, I would love to see Michael Penix as the day one starter for
Mm-hmm.
me. How would you feel? And be honest, how would you feel if we fuck around and find out that Kirk Cousins is the day one starter in 2025?
I want to bite my own nuts off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm being serious. I would want to bite my own nuts off. If that happened, oh boy. I look, self mutilation with that. Mm-mm.
Not self
Mm-mm.
castration. Not self castration.
Yep, absolutely. Mm-mm. Nope, I do not want to see Kirk Cousins as a quarterback. They one starter. You talk about misery. Oh my God, boy. Oh Jesus. Nah, I don't. Mm-mm. But like I said, my
See,
thing is it's just I want to give y'all, just to be honest. Like honest, this is the best thing for the Falcons to do is to just like you don't want to help other teams by just throwing Kirk Cousins out there.
that's
Like
funny.
shit, look, like I said, look if I buy something, like look, I'm gonna get a bite, a smell, I'm gonna lick the motherfucker or something. Like look, I'm not gonna buy food and I'm not gonna do one of those three things to it. I'm getting some out of it. Like I'm not just gonna give you go to the damn hot dog stand, buy the hot dog, put all the toppings and the spreads all over it, and then here you go. Hell no. Like
Uh,
no. No, like look, I'm going to bite that. Look, look that's this mine. I'm not just going away just go to a hot dog stand just to give it away. Like hell no. Might as well just give them the money right off the rip.
D. Coleman said Harakiri if Kirk is day one starter. Say I don't want to see a statue back there. And like you said, is highly unlikely that that scenario will play out. Let me repeat that again.
Mm-hmm.
That scenario will highly will not play out. I'm expecting Michael Penix to be the starter for 2025, but it's always that slight possibility that you might get thrown with one of those Tim Wakefield knuckleballs.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to prepare people for that just in case. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, so
like I say, it's
what is
a lot of
Kurt start?
scenarios.
You know,
We should have
6-0,
learned
even though
that by
start
Julio
doing
and
so.
Matt Ryan being
Kurt
gone
was hurt.
in tribute.
That's going and that adds to this conversation. So what is Kurt starts and we go 6-0. You know, I want Pettis to start. What do we say or do then? We say Kurt was hurt and now he's healed and he's what we paid for. Like I said, that right there always that even the slightest possibility can always come true. Think about it like the NBA draft lottery. The Hawks had a less than 7% chance of getting the number one overall pick and got it this past draft. So even those small possibilities could happen. And
Mm-hmm.
if he pulls something like that, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I'm gonna be mad, but I'm gonna laugh at the same time.
Oh, he really go look. He gonna have people coming after him. Like he gonna need security, bro. I'm telling you.
No, no. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of scenarios to go through. He said then they sent Pennis for 2 more years to the contract. No
Ooh,
fuck,
Lord.
no. No fuck, no. Fuck, no. Boy, these
See
Atlanta
that
fans
dude for
will
two
burn
years?
this.
Lord.
They will TP the damn band so bad. It's gonna look like the Atlanta Thrashers playing that, but that thing gonna be covered in white.
Man, it's gonna be feces all up and down that damn.
What'd you say? They're gonna be chanting, "We shall overcome."
Oh yeah.
That's funny, but I don't want to dig too much deeper into that because I want to kind of save some more of that for this upcoming week. Um, all right. So, like I said, if you're new to the channel, yeah, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as hit that like button as we are 6 away from the goal of 1,500. So, I definitely appreciate everybody that's been following the channel. And like you said, y'all definitely make sure y'all leave uh topics that y'all want us to talk about over here. You may get it on System K Live channel. You may get it on Man My Sports. You may get it on Mr. Wide Network, AFM.
Any topic, not just sports, y'all.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get to topic number 2. I know people gonna probably start backing away from it once we start getting out this Falcon stuff, but I want to go ahead and get this out the way here. STS, Mike. We gonna shoot the shit on a possible WNBA lockout.
Woo!
As
Yeah.
now,
Y'all.
as you now, now, as for those that may not have paid attention to it, I think it was Angel Reese and Dejanay Carrington were talking about it on. I think it was Angel Reese's show.
Mm-hmm.
They was talking about is the possibility of a WNBA lockout because they want to have more of a percentage in the revenue or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they just recently just signed a deal, or they signed it was like a $7 billion deal for ABC or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually got
Deal
like a
coming up.
major TV contract.
The deal's coming up at the end in sometime this year. They
Mm,
will opt out of the deal. Excuse me. They will opt out of the deal sometime this year. So they want a new deal.
okay.
So I think like October, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, October.
Yeah. Yeah, so if y'all are kind of hearing the news of a possible WNBA lockout, that's kind of one of the reasons. Like you said, they're just looking for a new deal. Um, and it's kind of a controversial topic as well because for a lot of those that may not know, the WNBA, as far as the revenue part of it, they've been in the red for a long, long time. They're pretty much subsidized by the NBA. And a lot of people are kind of giving the girls a lot of flack because it's like, y'all want more money, but y'all not making money. Um, so I would ask everybody that's in this comment section right now who's watching, what are your thoughts? And Mike, you can answer this. What are your personal thoughts on a possible WNBA lockout?
Oh man, I kind of stand on both sides to be honest, because on one side you have women that use their their booty butt cheeks to make money, and then like they want to be respected at the same time, and then you got those she Negroes like Diana Taurasi that think they grown Negroes that want to kind of push the Angel Reese's out and they want to maintain control. And it's not just her; it's a lot of the women that hold a lot of power. The owners of the WNBA commissioners and whatnot. They want to, and then you got situations where um, I, like I said, I can actually see it both ways. I can see it both ways. My thing is like if you want respect, I mean, you got to allow each woman to be themselves, and I don't see that in WNBA. And then on one end, it's like you only want a certain type of fan. Like some fans just come on there and just, look. Sometimes they just want to see some ass. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like some of you ladies only tune in so you can see how cute Steph Curry and LeBron and whoever is. Y'all look, y'all do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like men can do the exact same thing. And then you got other men, other fans, they enjoy the game in itself. And I think what my biggest issue with the WNBA now is more so with the elder statesmen of the game. Like they they look down on the Caitlyn. They look down on the Angie Reese. They look down on Aja. I hope I'm saying it up, but that Adrian Wilson, they look down on her because they're talented women, they're intelligent, they're beautiful. So it's like y'all say they don't draw, but like you only put them in an audience that nobody's gonna see. Like I know Kill will understand when I say this. Kill understand where I'm going with this. It's like soccer. Like you can't say soccer isn't like people don't enjoy soccer when you put the shit on fucking Apple TV. Who the fuck got Apple TV? You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, y'all only put them on certain channels where they can be seen, or they can't be seen by everybody, and then say, all right, they don't sell. So, like I said, for me, there's a big issue around the WNBA is a lot of things that need to be ironed out. And like for me, believe it or not, people don't know I'm a huge gymnastics fan. I love gymnastics. All right, I'm not just looking at ass. Okay, I'm not just looking at ass. I like them ladies. They are very fucking athletic and they're very talented. To see the shit that they can do, like yeah, and they are really, like I said, they really athletic. That goddamn, like one of my favorite athletes is Caitlin Oshashi. Obviously, you got Simone. Shout out Simone Biles. She share we share a birthday. Got to say that. I throw that one out there. And then you got Jay Carey. Like it's so many. Like I'm a huge fan of gymnastics, and I always have been. Back to Dominique Dawes and all those ladies. So it's like for me, man, it's like just allow these ladies to market themselves properly. And I don't think they do that. They allow all women to do that their way. And then when they do it, we got guys like women like Rebecca Lobo that go out of their way to try to, disrespect them. Just like, Don Terrell had all that nonsense to talk about Caitlyn. Oh, she gonna get humble when she came in. Man, that girl went off. Look, Caitlyn came in that motherfucker like MJ. They couldn't do shit. I know that was wrong, but as you can see, I'm real passionate about WNBA.
Nah. You good on that because that's kind of a fact. And shout out to Will here. He said soccer, the biggest sports market in Scotland. It's a fight just to get most of us to watch the regular NBA.
Bro. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like you said, and it kind of sucks for me, especially since I'm a huge soccer fan myself. I grew up a soccer fan, and only soccer that I can really watch is, I watch some of the English Premier League stuff that be on Peacock, but that's about the only access I can get.
Yeah, Peacock. I watch it on Peacock.
But the problem is, like you said, when it comes to the MLS, they got the exclusive rights on Apple TV. I ain't got no damn Apple TV. I ain't paying for that shit.
Oh, volleyball. Yeah. Handball. Not handball, but netball. I watch netball too, believe it or not.
But going back to the WNBA, I think, like you said, and I think it might have been G. Coleman that said it earlier in the thing. The problem is yes, they can look for more money. The problem is they're not marketable, and they're the target audience that they want to get to watch isn't watching, which is crazy because when women's basketball come on, especially around March Madness, boy, everybody and their mama watching that shit. We watching it. Shit, we might as well. I love me some Juju Watkins up in here, boy. I tell y'all that now.
I always forget the girl in Carolina, like North Carolina. That girl who got this, she had like 50 points. I always forget her name, but she had like three 50-point games this year. Hey, she beat my Dookie back. She beat my Dookie.
Will said, come to Glasgow and try that doesn't center around Rangers or Celtic. Oh, I'll tell you one thing. Well, I was a Hendrik Larsson fan. I'm gonna tell you that now. I bet you probably didn't know I knew who that was. That's one of Sweden's best players. So I grew up a Henrik Larsson fan. Yeah, cause I became a big soccer fan around actually when the MLS first started in '96. Actually, um, let's say we got Maggie in the building. Y'all make sure y'all show some love. We got that Paige Buchner. They love the Buchner and Cameron Brink as well. But yeah, as far as the money aspect of it, just when you get to a point where you're starting to get some of these endorsements and stuff, I think this is the wrong time to try to lock out. You got to be first of all, they have to be more focused on trying to get out of the red
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to put um instead of trying to think about, okay, I need more money. First, y'all gotta make more money in
You
order
gotta
to.
make more money. Mm-hmm. You're not popular enough to be up here talking about, so we want a better deal. Like, all right, make a couple 100 million, and then we can talk about that.
Mhm. Yeah, I tell Will. Yeah, I did like I was a Henrik Larsson fan, but like I always tell everybody, my favorite soccer player growing up was Edgar Davids, and he actually, and what I came to find out a few years ago, he actually was kind of like not a co-sponsor, but he kind of do things behind the scenes for Atlanta United. He did it for a couple of years, and that caught me off guard. So, so yeah, I can have these soccer conversations as well. So don't get this shit twisted. But I think it's a bad idea for them to go on a lockout, especially since they started getting these endorsements and contracts and stuff. Because um, that's just like I said, you're going to be counterproductive to everything you're trying to work for, and it sounds dumb as hell,
See,
especially when you're in the red.
well, I believe it or not, I didn't watch a lot of men's soccer. I watched mostly women's soccer,
Hmm.
and one of my favorites was Brianna Skirt. I love Brianna, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that because um that U.S. women's team in
Yeah.
the '90s, they came out of nowhere. They was like I said, that was the best thing internationally that came out
Mhm.
of the United
That's how I
States.
got into soccer is watching the women's with
Hmm.
Hope Solo, um, Brianna. It was that was good, man. Like I said, man, they deserve that,
Hmm.
and it was over time that they did it, and I think it's too early for them to be talking about, we want to lock out, like win something first before you start talking about.
Right, right. Because you're already at a disadvantage because y'all season literally starts right in the heart of baseball season.
Mm-hmm.
So people gonna be paying attention to baseball a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you still got you still got training camps. Everybody gonna be paying attention to every little thing that go on in training camps. So you're already at a disadvantage. And I'm looking at it as y'all got momentum right now. Don't worry about that.
The money gonna come, man.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Like you said, the first thing they have to worry about is getting out of the red.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, need some of these old heads to stop hating on some of these young girls
Yeah, that was
coming in
nasty
the
right
league.
there. The only one that really wasn't hating, well, two, Candace, and obviously one of the greatest of all time, Mr.
Cheryl Miller,
L.A. Sparks herself.
Lisa Leslie.
Mm-hmm. She's the only one that really wasn't hating like that. All of them, well, they were nasty.
Right. But it's just gonna be it's just gonna be something to kind of keep an eye on because, like I said, you don't want this to also be a point where the NBA will look at it and say, "Oh, y'all think y'all all that? Okay, we're gonna take our money out of this," and then boom, now you got a NBA league that went under. So
If I'm not mistaken, I think Eminem he like invested. I think he's trying to buy a WNBA franchise. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I
I,
read something on that.
I think he's invested. He's invested in the Detroit shop.
So okay.
I think
So
I know major investors. I know is Eminem. I know before he died, I know Kobe was invested in the sport before he died.
Kobe was really.
I think Shaq was another one. I think he said Kevin Durant. I think he got some stake in it too.
Yeah, him and his baby mama. I mean, he invested in his baby mama.
Yeah, see,
Never mind. I better go over somebody here. Never mind.
see, here you go. WNBA players have the spike in projections to negotiate a new deal. Establish proof of concept maybe 2-3 years down the line would have made their argument a lot more lucrative.
Yeah, Serena did that. We know why.
Yeah, we know why. We know why. Well, shut up. You talking about? So glad to see that the flag football is being talked about for the Olympics. Think we should veto U.S. sending a team now? Well, I don't know about that because the U.S. had some kind of team that got thrown by Japan like a few months ago. So I don't think I don't think they're gonna send no NFL players over there. They may send some high school players over there though.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that.
Yeah, hey, look. They might do it to a point where they gonna be they only gonna be sending folks from the UFL to goddamn go over there. Or the fan control football league.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's gonna be funny. Cause they got that 37 over football league going on right now, and that thing be funny. But all these motherfuckers gotta work the next day and they sitting over here hitting like they looking for an NFL contract. Like, boy, you don't get the fuck out of here. All right. So Mike, you ready for this last topic?
Let's get it.
Last topic. Last topic. As you see on the screen, Mike, shoot your shit. The 48 Laws of Power controversy. Now, the basis of this conversation is, for those that may not know, this is one of those books that was considered one of the most dangerous reads for anybody. Actually, I think they said this is one of the books that's banned in prison. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's banned in prison.
Mm-hmm. Um, so since you said that, man, Mike, I want you to go explain in your words, why do you think that this book was so controversial?
Um, I mean, except for the well, the prototypical answer, trying to keep people dumb. I think we all will run to that. But I think the thing is with 48 laws of power, to be honest, is um, psychology, man. Like psychology is it's powerful. If you learn how to do it and do it properly, oh man, you can have a nation of followers. I think that's the biggest thing. Is just having a nation of followers of people that understand if you do these things. Um, and the crazy part about it is if you master these techniques, man, a lot of people won't even realize that they've been manipulated. So it's like,
Thank you, Dre. Thank you, Dre.
uh-huh. So D Coleman. So the manipulation is pretty much it. A lot of times, like you put Adolf Hitler once said over and over again, time and time again, if you say something over, if you say it enough times, people end up starting to believe it. For example, if you just say, "Hey, yeah, you're a dumbass. You're a dumbass," and you keep saying it over and over again, time and time again, if you say it enough, people will actually start to believe that they're dumb. They start to believe that they're not good enough. Like people won't actually believe that words are powerful.
Mm.
When you give people the blueprint on how to manipulate people, because a lot of the people that like a lot of people we don't know that created the inventors. A lot of these people were slaves and poor, built a lot of things. Like a guy like one of my favorite poets, Edgar Allan Poe. Like you, if you knew how much of his, if you knew how much of his work is just in Hollywood and in music and all types of things. Like even in wrestling, sports, entertainment, like Edgar Allan Poe, a lot of his things are still being used to this day. So like writings, poetry, all these types of things.
Right. So yeah, when it comes and the thing about and kind of going off of what you're saying about this book, when you're talking about the 48 laws of power, essentially what this is everybody in one way or the other does a lot of the stuff that's in this book. Um, like you said, just for example, what you said, what we said, to play a fool to catch a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, when achieving victory, don't look for much more. Like you said, a lot of people's mindset kind of follow what the 48 laws of power is, just for the simple fact that you know we all kind of have that little inkling in our personalities to where we will fall victim to something and not realize it. But a book like this will help you kind of recognize it.
It'll
And
recognize the tools and the tricks that have been used against us. For example, again, we just go back to the art of, to be honest, selling things. A lot of times you don't know you being sold. You don't know what a lot of these tactics that they put on TV. You see it time and time again, over and over again. Patterns, color, like patterns and colors and whatnot. There's a reason why, like for example, for me in this industry, me understanding how to, and I'm gonna just say this: is it when you look at Mad Mike Sports? I'll just give y'all an example. There's one color if you see Mad Mike Sports.
Is that green?
Hmm?
Is that green?
Hmm. We always see certain colors,
Mm-hmm.
certain colors, certain words that's being said.
Right.
There's certain patterns. It's a lot of patterns and things of that nature
Mm-hmm.
that you
Yeah.
see. Oh, and like I said, it triggers things in your brain to make you see. And like I said, you don't realize that you're being quote unquote manipulated, but those are the things that triggers, that parts of your brain to make you say, oh, let me just see. You don't realize it. And this is what this 48 laws of power is. It's designed to teach people how to recognize and how to utilize those psychology tricks. That's
Mm-hmm.
why they're not. That's why they don't use that. They don't allow these books. And yeah, McDonald's the same thing too. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like Madness here said, 48 laws, human nature, and mastery.
Mm-hmm.
You want to understand psychology. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, once you're able to kind of realize that the and we're going to use the Falcon space for example. We're going to use this space for example here.
Mm-hmm.
One of the major things in that the media loves doing, and like you said, this is I'm gonna give y'all a trick of the trade here. This is what the meat.
You about
This
to
is
kill them with this one.
the power of gaslighting is strong
Mm-hmm.
from the media today. In today's society, gaslighting is the most powerful tool of manipulation that anybody can ever use.
Yes. That's why they.
And what'd you say, Mike?
That's why they don't like us because we point these things out.
Hmm. You can, like you said, the thing, and that's kind of the reason why when and you kind of see it in the political space too. You see it in the sports arenas. Hell, be honest with you, this may have been some stuff that you grew up around from family and stuff like that, where you realize that, damn, and even you yourself or me myself have been one of the ones that have gaslit people. But the thing about it
Mm-hmm.
is these type of psychological books right here is not going to give you no mythical powers or nothing, because some people are that stupid. But to recognize when you get gaslit, to recognize like some of these methods that corporations use, like you said,
Right here. Right here. Yeah.
his
Showing the
meaning,
logo.
logo, fonts, and colors.
Mm-hmm.
Marketing equals psychology. So, like you said, when it comes down to certain colors are going to bring out a certain emotion. When you hear
Mm-hmm.
certain sounds bring out certain emotions, brings out certain psychological needs. They use them in certain situations to be like, oh shit, I can
Tones.
control this.
Certain tones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why do you think TikTok is one of the highest grossing damn apps on the internet right now? Because everybody's attention span is less than 6 seconds over here in the United States. When you have a 6 second or less attention span, you're liable to fall for anything.
Mm-hmm. That's a psychological way to kind of control you and keep a lot of your keep.
And look, Leo brought one of the main ones. Umar Johnson like to gaslight everybody.
Charleston White is another one.
Donations.
There's a reason why he used that word over and over again.
Donations.
He always say donations.
Let me see. It's at 432 hertz. Yeah, them the sounds that get us right there. But I get, like you said, I always tell you, like you said, I think it was D. Comer who said that his is always, he's naturally despised the free lunch. And let us know if y'all want to kind of have a discussion on some of these concepts right here and give our takes on it. So y'all definitely let us know if y'all want us to do that. So, the whatever podcast is the definition of gaslighting.
It's a American term.
A lot of these. It goes back to what we were saying about a lot of these. Not only red pill podcasts, but a lot of these sugar babes, these sound like these sugar baby feminist podcasts do the same thing too. So that's kind of like the best way to make money.
So slow money is a term that derives from mostly for northern Caucasian, aka white women.
Yeah. It's some wild stuff, but we don't give a damn about none of that.
Look, I don't need white women, so look, you can call them whatever you want. I just love women. I don't pay attention to Dr. Umar. Whatever you call
yourself. A lot of our quote unquote woke leaders actually are proponents of the 48 laws of power and the art of gaslighting. That's how they're able to get people to fall in line. But that's just part of the game. But got the man in that damn snow bunny shit. Well, I don't get the fuck up out of here.
That's ridiculous to be honest.
Yo, then when you die and they see your bones, they just gonna say, "Oh, you a man or a woman?"
That's it.
Now your DNA will say if you're black, white, or something like that, but nobody cares. Only people that cares too much about it, or people that are unsure about their damn selves. But we'll go ahead and kind of wind it down because I know it is Sunday. We definitely appreciate everybody. Like you said, we get everybody a chance to go ahead and continue to support System K Live channel as well as Mad Mike Sports. Like you said, man.
15. Let's get it, y'all. Share it.
15.
Let's get K-Style at 15.
We 6 away from the 15, and the 15 is gonna be going to the 16 next. So, like I said, man, appreciate y'all. Till next time. We here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, nigga.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get the hell out of here. Oh yeah.
And guess what? We'll see you tomorrow. Deuce.
Yeah.
Put your eyes back in your head.
I got like flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.